Rabbi Mark Wilds knows that path. I mean, he recently lost his father, Leon, who, by the way, was a legend in the legal world. He was the man who single-handedly helped John Lennon stay in America. But he was also a dad. I mean, he was a grandfather, a friend, and now he's missed. He's navigating the loss, and it takes a whole nother skill set, as we just talked about. Rabbi Wilds is here with us. He's the founder of the Manhattan Jewish Experience. Rabbi, thanks for being here. Tell us about your loss. We're very sorry for your loss. But tell us a little bit more how you've been handling all of this.
Thank you so much, and it's really an honor. I absolutely love talking about my dad, and I apologize for my appearance. One of the Jewish traditions after somebody loses a loved one is that we don't get a haircut and we don't shave for the first 30 days. And believe it or not, even though it makes it look a little unkempt and scruffy, which is what I feel like right now, it helps, I think, just feel what and sort of put out there what I'm feeling. You know, on one hand, as you mentioned, my father was he was a legend in the law. I got to meet John Lennon on my 9th birthday. He told me that I could have my father back. He said, "Happy birthday, Mark. You can have your father back now," because my dad was so devoted to his case and fighting the Nixon administration, who was trying to deport him at the time, but really for political reasons. But he was just a dad to me, and he was a grandfather to my children. He was actually a great-grandfather to 5 little kids as well. And the reason he led such a successful life was not simply because he was a great lawyer, but because he was a great person, a great humanitarian. He had a wonderful value system. And he really believed, he was a believing Jew. He believed in the world to come. He believed that this physical world that we travel through, we journey through in this life is not the end. And that this is just one phase, one stop along the way. So I find that to be very, very comforting, that my dad is in a better place and that his soul is really living on and his legacy lives on through us.
Rabbi, we got about a minute left, but tell us about sitting Shiva. I grew up Jewish. Our audience may not know specifically the tradition and why it's done and how that helps in the grieving process.
So the word Shiva just means 7. And for 7 days, you sit on a lower seat, which is to try to help the mourner reflect. But the point of the whole week of Shiva is so that friends, loved ones can come, pay their respects, and it really gives the opportunity for the mourner to share what he or she is feeling. There's a very interesting tradition at a Shiva home that the people who come and visit are not supposed to initiate the conversation. The only person who initiates the conversation is the mourner, him or herself. And the reason for that rule, reason for that tradition, is to give me or whoever is sitting Shiva the opportunity to speak or not to speak. And I'll just tell you one quick, my mother unfortunately passed away. She was very, very young, 28 years ago. And the one moment I remember from that week of Shiva was when there was about 6 or 7 other rabbis, teachers and mentors of mine had come over, and I just didn't feel like saying anything. And they were well aware of this tradition to allow the mourner to initiate the conversation. So, you know, the mourner gets to sort of control the room. And I just didn't feel like saying anything, so I didn't say anything. And the other rabbis who were there, they knew this rule, this law, of course, so they didn't say anything. There was about 30 other people in the room, quiet. All it is an opportunity for people to come and to basically, just by being there, to say, we're here for you, we love you, would you like to talk?
Rabbi Mark Wilds, we thank you. Thank you, and sorry again for your loss. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank you.